What's up, lovely YouTube family, and welcome to another highly informative video. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to sell a physical product on Seller. And when I mean physical products, I'm talking about physical items like a book, like clothes, like shoes, things you can actually touch. So yeah, without wasting much more time, let's get started. So the very first thing you want to do is to head to your normal web browser like this, and then you want to type in seller.com. Okay, so you want to head to the site seller.com. That's the first thing you want to do. And then please note, in case you're watching this and you feel like, oh, I don't have a PC, I have a mobile device, it's the same thing, okay? Whatever I'm showing you guys right now, you can also do the same thing on your mobile device. Good. So now once you're here in seller.com, as you guys can see, this is more of the seller main homepage on the web browser, giving you more information about seller itself. But what you want to do next is to create an account with seller. All right. Now for you to actually do that, you want to come here to where you have start selling. You can click on it at the top right over here, or you can click on this one here where you have start selling with seller. Okay, so let's just go for this one. So once you click on start selling with seller, as you guys can see, this is the area where you need to create your own seller account. Now the first thing you want to do here, which is basically the first name, last name, email address, password, and then you want to confirm your password. You can actually insert all the information here, all right, in the form, and then continue. Or for you to save your time, in case you don't want to waste time, you can just scroll to the bottom. You're going to see or sign up with Google, sign up with Twitter, or sign up with Facebook. Okay, so you can easily click on any one of these social platforms, and automatically your information is going to be synced with seller. So your sign up process is actually going to be a whole lot faster. But then I'm going to make it very, very basic. All right, so I'm going to insert the first name over here. Let's say my first name is Kidcast, and then my last name is YouTube. Great. And then this is where you want to insert the email address. Okay, so I'm going to look at the email address of this particular tutorial account, as you guys can see over here. So video is in progress at Gmail. All right, so I'm going to insert that. All right, then at gmail.com. All right, and then you're going to insert your password over here. So let's just go for this. All right, and then you want to scroll down and then confirm the password. Good. And then finally, what you want to do lastly is to read the terms and conditions about signing up with seller. And finally, you want to click on this check over here and then click on create account. So this is the very first thing. You want to ensure you have an account with seller, and as you guys can see, the process is very, very fast. So now after you've actually created that particular account, they're going to ask you several questions over here. The first one here is, what do you want to use seller for? Okay, are you a creator that is you want to sell products on seller, or do you want to become an affiliate marketer or a customer, you just want to buy stuff? But then we're interested in selling, so you want to go for I'm a creator. All right, and then you scroll down and click on continue as a creator. But then please note, whatever option you select here doesn't really mean anything. Okay, you can click on creator and then you still have access to be an affiliate marketer. You can also still buy. It doesn't matter. All right, as you guys can see, don't worry, you can switch between profiles anytime. So whatever you pick here doesn't really mean anything. Okay, good. Now as you guys can see here, select gender, so male, and then you want to insert your date of birth. So let's say my date of birth is this. I'm not going to put it here. All right, so let's say my date of birth is this, and then this is where you want to insert your number, your mobile number. So as you guys can see, you want to ensure, if you're in Nigeria, you want to ensure you're starting with the 234. Okay, don't just write the number, start with 234. So 234. All right, so let's just say this is my number. Okay, good. So save. Now once you've actually saved it, okay, the next thing you want to do is to verify your email address. Now as you guys can see at the top here, your email address is not verified. Check your inbox for the email to confirm your account. Good. So now what you want to do is you want to head to the Gmail. All right, you want to open your Gmail account. You come here to Gmail, open the email address account you actually used. So seller would have sent you a link. As you guys can see over here, they haven't sent us the link. Okay, but if they've sent it to you, you're going to see it here. But in case they haven't sent it to you, just like what I'm seeing over here, you want to come back here to this area and then click on resend verification link. Okay, and then okay. So good. All right, and then you go back, and as you guys can see, now I have it here. Okay, so verify your email address. So like I said, in case you're doing the same thing and you're not getting your link, you just want to keep on clicking on it. And in case you keep on clicking on it and you don't still get it, you want to just come here to this top where you have these three dashes. You click on it and then come here to profile settings. Come to settings, come to profile settings, and then come and click on verify email from here. This is where you're going to click on verify email. All right, so I believe one of these is actually going to work. You're going to get to your link no matter what. Good. So now you want to come back here where they sent you the the verification link. So you want to click on confirm. So as you guys can see, we have email verified successfully. Good. So now the next thing you want to do before finally selling the product is to add your bank details. Okay, so you want to come here to add bank details. You want to click on add bank details over here, and then this is where you're going to insert your bank number, your country, your bank itself. Okay, so I'm going to go for Guarantee Trust Bank. All right, and then Nigeria, and then you want to insert your account number. So once you're actually done with this, you just want to click on verify account detail. It's going to bring out your name. All right, and you just want to click on continue, and you are done. So as you guys can see over here, account details saved. All right, this is what is actually going to show after you've added your bank details. Now the next thing you want to do now, which is finally what the video is about, the selling of the physical product itself, is to come here to add products. Okay, so you want to click on add products over here. Good. Now, seller is actually going to ask you what type of product do you want to add. In this scenario, we're talking about physical products. So you want to scroll to the bottom over here where you have physical products. So sell physical products like fashion, beauty items, accessories, books, shoes, clothing, whatever it might be, physical stuffs. All right. So, and as you guys can see, seller is saying collect customer shipping details in one place and then handle the delivery yourself. Okay, so you want to click on next over here. All right, so once you click on next over here, now you're going to be brought to the area where you need to set up the physical product itself. So the first thing here is the image, that is the pictures. You want to show people how it looks like, just like going to a normal e-commerce site. You're going to see pictures of whatever you want to buy. So same thing applies here. You want to add the picture of that physical product you're talking about. If it's going to be a book, all right, you want to add the physical picture here. Okay, if it's going to be a clothes, you want to add the picture of the clothes. People need to see what they want to buy. This is not anyhow product. We're talking about a physical product, so you must add a picture of whatever you're talking about. Okay, for today's video I have my own clothing brand. All right, I'm going to drop the link in the description. All right, you guys can actually go to the site to purchase the mesh. Okay, it's very nice, trust me. So I'm going to use that for the sake of today's tutorial. So I'm going to click on add the product images. I'm going to come here to download. All right, so I'm going to use this picture over here. You guys can see I have some pictures over here, so I'm going to click on this one, for example. Okay, so let's say it's going to be this picture I want to use, or you want to use multiple pictures, you want to add more pictures, feel free to do that. Just click on more and then keep adding as many pictures as you want to add. Okay, but then I'm okay with these two pictures. Good. Now the next thing you want to do is the name of the product itself. You want to add the name of the product. So I'm going to come here and say Kid Cares Mesh line. All right, so you want to insert the name of whatever physical products you want to sell. If it's a book, you want to insert the name of the book. If it's going to be a clothes or whatever it might be, you want to insert it over here. Good. And now the next thing is the sale price itself. How much do you want to sell this physical product? Okay, for today's video I can see I want to sell this clothes or the hoodies or the t-shirt, whatever it might be, let's say 20,000. Okay, so I'm just going to put 20,000 over here. You want to do the same thing for whatever physical products you want to sell. Good. Now the next thing here is show striker original price. This is just a marketing strategy, or in case you're doing a discount, normally you can use this feature. It's more like, oh, rather than saying okay something is just 20,000 naira, you want to ensure your audience or your buyers are seeing that, oh, originally the price is 100,000, but you are just selling it for 20,000 at the moment. Whatever price you're selling it, this show striker price is more like, okay, you just want them to perceive that, oh, this product is worth more than what you're selling it for. So as a result, it can actually boost your sales. It's just a marketing strategy. So I'm going to say originally it's 100,000. All right, even though it's not okay, this is not realistic. Okay, so I'm going to say originally it's 45,000. All right, good. And then on the seller page, when the buyers are about to buy, they're going to see 45,000 stroked out, but then the price is going to be 20,000. So that's basically how the feature works. Now, the next thing here is description. Okay, so this is where you want to give a description of what your physical product is about. You want to insert the quality, you want to tell them what it's about. If you have a storyline behind your physical product, if it's a brand, you want to put something that is captivating, something convincing enough for people to buy. Okay, in case you don't know how to get descriptions, you're always blank on ideas, you can use the AI tool called chatgpt to get a very quick description. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first thing you want to do is to head to the site chat.openai.com. So I'm going to open a new web page and say chat.openai.com. Okay, and like I said earlier on, whatever I'm doing right now, you can also do it on your mobile device. Good. So I'm going to say help me with a description for my clothing hoodies. General. I just want it to be general description. Okay, so if you have a book, already, I believe you must have a description for your book, whatever it might be. You can use what you have, or you can come here to chat in case you don't know how to write things. So I'm just going to use this one just for the sake of today's tutorial. All right, and then I'm going to come here and then paste it. Good. And now, in case you want to add other things, you want to read through, add some things, feel free to do that. In case you want to design the description itself, let's say you want it to be bold. As you guys can see, Seller has added features for all that text activities. Okay, so I'm going to make this bold. Then I can say now selling for 20,000. I can say limited edition. All right, I just want to do the same thing. It's just the general description stuff, but please note that descriptions are actually very important. Okay, so now the next thing after the description is the category. What exactly is your physical product about? Where does it fall in? Is it a physical product on the finance? Is it the physical product on the cooking? Is it the physical product, whatever it might be? So you want to click on category over here and then select what best fits the category. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have fashion and wears over here, so I'm going to go for that. And then subcategory, is it for women, men, kids, mesh? So as you guys can see, this is a mesh, so I'm going to go for mesh. Okay, and then the next thing over here is product variations. Okay, so product variation is more like, oh, you have different versions of that product. A good example is, there's some books out there that have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. This is where they are actually going to use the feature. Okay, but if you don't have anything like that, it's just a one-time something, then you can just ignore this is more like, okay, you have multiple variants, multiple colors, or maybe multiple colors of the clothes, multiple, all those things. But for me, I'm not selling multiple colors, I'm just going for a single color. All right, so now you want to scroll down over here. Good. And now where you have more details, as you guys can see, we have product type, physical product, then quantity available. How many do you have? This is where you want to specify. And then the good thing is, as people start to buy, it updates automatically. All right, it updates automatically. And you can as well still come back to the editing feature on this product to add more in case you have more stock. All right, so what I mean here is, let's say you have just 10 of that particular product, you want to specify, okay, 10. Let's say you have 50, you want to specify 50. But in case it's unlimited, you don't want to specify you have quantities, just leave it empty or leave it at 0. All right, automatically it's unlimited. Okay, so I think that's fine. Now the next thing here is pre-order. Pre-order is more like, okay, it's not available yet, but you want people to start buying, you want people to start paying before it actually is being released. So for example, if I click on pre-order release date here, I can say, okay, October, today is October 18th, so I can say by October 25th. So all right, so people are going to be making payments, and when October 25th comes out, I can start delivering it to them. But in case you don't have any interest in pre-ordering stuffs, you can just leave it unchecked. Good. And then the final thing here is this area of store categories filter. So as you guys can see here, they're saying setting a category is not required to update a product, but if you want to segment your product on your store by categories, in case, okay, you are doing a general wear, we have areas for hoodies, areas for sweatshirts, areas for t-shirts, or you're talking about shoes. For example, you have areas for women's shoes, men's shoes. This is where you're actually going to specify so that on your page, when people actually entering your store, they're going to see, okay, this is the area for men, this is the area for women, just trying to make things organized. All right, so if you're interested in that, you just want to come here to where you have product categories. All right, so you click on product categories, and then this is where you're going to organize things. So you can click on create category. All right, so create category. So let's say this particular one is going to be for men wears. All right, you put the description. Okay, I can say for men. Okay, you want to ensure it's detailed enough, and like I said, you can use chatgpt to get a very nice description. Then you click on create category. All right, and then if you want to keep on creating, you can create more. You can say now women. Okay, so I can say for women wears. All right, so I can say for women, and the same thing applies. So the main idea is you want your store to look more organized because you have different sections of product. So this is where you want to apply this particular feature, and once you're finally done, you can go back. All right, so once you've actually created a category, you just want to come back to this page. All right, for you to come back easily, you might have to refresh the page, and in case, all right, in case it actually refreshes, then you might have to set up everything again. But in case it actually doesn't, erases all your information, then that's fine. But if it does, you might just have to insert all your pictures, everything again. But it's fine, it doesn't take time. But once you're finally done, once you come here to the category, you would be able to see the categories over here. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go for men wears. I can click on men wears over here. I can also click on women wear. So basically it's going to appear in all the wears, all right, on the store itself. But in case you're not interested in this, then just feel free to ignore it completely. Just ignore it, and then you can just come here to create product. But then there is one more thing. As you guys can see at the bottom here, we have automatically redirect the buyer to an external URL. This is actually a feature that can help you build a community. You don't just want people to be a one-time buyer. Rather, you want them to buy and also have them as a family. So now with this particular feature, you're able to create a WhatsApp group, you're able to create a Facebook group, whatever group it might be, or a community. And then here you're going to add the link of that particular social platform. So immediately they're buying the physical product, they're going to have access to that particular group. So it's gonna be more like, okay, you're having everyone that are buying your products in a single group, and then from there, if you start having more products, you can keep advertising on that particular platform for them to come to Seller to purchase it. So in case you're actually okay with that, which is actually a very good marketing strategy anyways, you need to build a community. Okay, so now this is where you're going to paste the link after you've created the WhatsApp business group or whatever group it might be. You're going to paste the link over here. Before you click on update or create product, you want to come here to where you have delivery settings. Okay, where you have these physical products, you can set the delivery locations and prices on the delivery settings. So you want to come here to the delivery settings. Now this is the area where you're going to set, okay, this is where you can deliver to. There's some people, there's some business owners, and they're only specified to certain states, let's say Lagos only, or let's say nationwide, the entire, in Nigeria, the entire state, or maybe global wise. This is where you are going to specify. This is actually a very, very important feature for you to set up. Okay, so now location, let's say it's going to be Lagos, for example. You want to type in Lagos, all right, and then the delivery fee, how much is going to be charged. Okay, how much is the delivery company you want to be using, how much are they going to charge? This is where you're going to add the fee to it. Let's say they're going to charge 2,000, so you're going to add it over here and then click on save changes. Let's say you also want to add more locations like Calabar, like Kaduna, whatever state it might be in Nigeria, or London outside Nigeria, or other African states or African countries. This is where you're going to add it. So for example, I've only added Lagos, meaning that it's going to show that I only deliver to Lagos. If you don't just deliver to Lagos, you want to click on add new location. You want to add the location, let's say Abuja, and also the delivery fee, let's say it's 4,000. For you to know the delivery fee, you must have actually registered with a particular delivery company. All right, you must have decided on what delivery company you're going to be using. If it's first delivery, for example, you want to register with them, look at their pricing. If it's going to be, GIG, whatever logistic company you're thinking of using, you must have done your research on how much they do charge from your location to wherever location you are saying you can deliver to. So now after you've done that, this is where you're going to be adding the delivery fee. Now, once you're finally done with the locations you are going to be delivering to, you just want to click on save changes. All right, you want to click on save changes, and then the final thing here is This is the active delivery settings for your store. All right, in case you want to keep on adding more location as time goes by, this is where you're going to be coming to add more locations, and then you just want to click on save changes over here. Good. And now finally, once you clicked on save changes, you can now go back and finally create the product or update the product. And then once you're finally done, you're going to click on create product. And now once you click on create product, your product is going to be live. So now once you come back and click on create product, as you guys can see, your product is going to be live. Okay, and in case you've actually created but you haven't done this particular one and you just did it, you can just click on update product. Okay, it's all the same thing, no stress. Now finally, as you guys can see, you have your link to your physical product. The final thing you just need to do is to change these numbers to something more realistic. Okay, imagine sending a link this way, it doesn't look organized or professional. So you want to scroll down to this area where you have customize URL. So you click on customize URL, and then you want to customize the URL to the name of the product. So I can say KitKat mesh. Now it looks more realistic. Okay, it's not like all those spam and all those things. And then finally mark and click on update product, which is good. So now as you guys can see, oh, that was my mistake. So https selar.com, and once you click on it, now people are going to be redirected to the area for your mesh. As you guys can see, this is the show strike deal price I was talking about, and then this is the original price, and then from here, this is where people are actually going to be buying your physical product. And like I said, once they actually click on add to cart and they're about to check out, they are actually going to be told to select the locations. And as you guys can see, because we've actually set the delivery settings, there's Lagos here, there's Abuja. That means it's only limited to these two places. In case you want to add all the states, you want to do your research and then add all the pricing so that your buyers can easily select their location, and then it's going to be easy for you as well. So once you're finally done, that's basically it, and that's how to sell a physical product. If you surely learned a whole lot in this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, drop a like on the video, and also feel free to share this video with your friends and family members. And do not forget, drop down comments in case you have questions. I'm here to answer any question you have. I just want to believe you guys have learned a whole lot in this video already. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next highly informative video.